And we are back. So, Arya,
Yes.
as you and Lyra sneak off into the forest,
Sneak.
In inverted
Slightly.
you travel a small distance from where your party is resting next to the road, before you basically spot a number of figures walking around, seemingly not wanting to be spotted. All three of them are basically wearing thick, heavy black cloaks. And give me an Arcana check, because as you take a look at them, they seem to be constructing some sort of circle using chalk and muttering to one another. Yeah, you don't really know what it is that they're doing.
Standard.
As you are about to approach to try and get a closer look, you basically stumble on a small, almost like a small pile of rocks that is concealed underneath the undergrowth, and you slip and stumble, and the individuals spot you. Give me just a second.
Rip Arya. It's been nice.
Yeah,
I'm dead now.
It's been nice knowing you. About to get abducted and sacrificed by a creepy cult.
Right?
God damn it.
You mean not a cult?
Not a cult.
Hashtag not a cult.
Hashtag not a cult.
Not a cult.
I believe
For some reason, one of them built a big skull-shaped apartment block.
Not a cult.
Not a cult.
Why is that spell
They
not
had
in
some
that
sort of
list?
cooking competition.
In the middle of the night?
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Well, Arya is legit
Okay.
dead.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Wow. Okay, so
Here we go. Into the pot of stew.
one of the figures turns towards you, and in the brief moment you have to sort of take this figure in, it looks like almost like one side of their face is like disfigured almost. But that is all that you see, as after uttering a couple of words, your vision goes completely black.
Oh, lovely.
You are conscious, but you are blinded.
Ah.
You can still act, by the way. You hang on a second.
I can't just ward into Lyra and through her eyes.
No, you're not a wizard, sadly.
Wizard.
You
I'm not a wizard, Harry.
No.
You
Not a
hear
wizard,
them yelling words at each other in a strange dialect, which you don't understand, but you do understand.
Is it abyssal?
It is.
Oh, shit.
Wow, that is not bad or anything.
No,
No.
I'm not
It's-
even
Nothing
scared.
weird about
Especially as the words are, hurry up and finish before the rest of them come.
Fuck.
Oh
Right.
shit.
Oh, you're so fucked.
The rest of you are asleep, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
which also means
Where-
not wearing armor.
Yes.
Where is Lyra right now, by the way?
With you.
Okay, can I send her back to go get the others?
Okay. Yeah, you just sort of go and get the others. At which point you hear some rustling, some chanting of some spell component words, and then a sound that could basically only be described as a wet ripping noise.
Oh.
Ew.
And then all you hear is the footsteps of these three figures disappearing into the forest. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Fucking summoned a demon on us.
Okay,
Nope.
nope, you're still blind.
Fuck's sake.
Okay. Now in
Um,
preparation of me getting fucked in the ass.
okay, yes, and...
Oh, my scimitar.
Okay, so yeah, you draw your weapon, and give me a perception check.
What?
Based on hearing.
Based on hearing, yeah. Wow,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll hear
even
you.
with the disadvantage for not having one of your senses, you basically hear what sounds like some heavy breathing and some muffled
Right.
snarls.
Great.
I'm gonna roll 1d4. Okay, Kelariis, you are the first person to be awoken by Lyra.
Oh boy.
And we will very quickly go to the map, as you guys are probably like the full extent of this.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you are. You're very nearly off the map.
Are we gonna get a Do you reckon we're gonna be able to tick off
Well,
the
actually,
disaster?
you're
Right?
spread out because you're not within
shard
Wraith
range.
distance of each other. So
Yikes.
Oh boy.
How cheaty is it for me to change my list of prepared spells?
I will say you don't get to change it because it was still what you had the previous day.
Yep. God damn it.
So yeah, Arya, you are still blind, but you suspect that basically there are maybe I'm gonna move you guys another like 10 feet backwards so that I have enough
I
room
can't see
to
anything.
No.
Rest in fucking pieces.
Yeah,
so that
I'm
I
gonna
can
fucking grab
move
this.
Arya 10 feet that way. As yeah, there are some creatures that you can't see in front of you.
Oh god, creatures. That's fun.
Yes, multiple.
Great.
Fucking...
Oh, where's my thingy gone? There it is. Need to check Kobold Fight Club a second.
Where are my glasses? I can't see without
I can't see without my glasses.
I anticipate being able to tick off utter disaster.
Yep.
It's
It's
Oh,
always,
boy.
it's always fun when you get to take off the center square.
Yeah.
Technically they would all be within a 20-foot radius of the center. Oops.
Yeah. And then maybe we could get a bingo via no insight checks, Luka says my woof, and Ferrous making a reference that no one gets.
I have yet to say my wolf, so fuck you guys.
Yeah. That one doesn't count, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't count, sadly.
Yeah,
No.
doesn't count if you cheat.
Yeah. We can't say, hey
Uh,
Luka, say this.
Okay, so yeah, Kelariis, you are roused from your slumber by Lyra.
Okay. Does Lyra seem... What's up?
Lyra seems. Well, actually, give me an animal handling check.
I don't know.
Oh god, animal handling.
This is why you wake up V first, who can understand.
I didn't have a
wolf.
decision.
Animal handling or insight.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, you okay?
Okay.
Your animal handling is okay.
I think- yeah, it doesn't matter.
She looks upset about something.
Do I notice that like anything's different here?
Give me a quick perception check.
God,
Please fail this one too.
please do not. Fuck
Okay.
you.
Like as you look around, Arya is missing, and like Lyra seems like Lyra turns around and like looks over her shoulder, and as you follow the line of sight of Lyra, you actually see like the flash of Arya drawing her scimitar.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Oh yeah, let me draw some terrain in real quick as well.
Swing.
I mean, course of action is grab
flash
shield
of
and sword and
moonlight.
like
Yeah, the flash of moonlight off a blade.
flash of moonlight.
Swing.
So yeah, the road
yeah.
is like roughly there.
Don't blame it on the moonlight.
Mm-mm.
Blame it on the ranger.
Hey.
Blame it on my
As-
shit ass rolls, actually.
Once again.
these are just like patches of bushes.
Oh, I thought those were trees.
Like, yeah,
Damn, those are huge.
top quality bushes.
Top quality bushes.
Well, they aren't even going to slow you down that much. They just impede visibility. It's the only thing.
Mm.
Bushes in our encounter?
It's
more likely than
More
you
likely
think.
than you think.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I would like all of you to roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
But I'm asleep.
Yes, it just means you don't get an action until you've been woken.
Ah, I didn't select it.
I'm going to die.
Fuck.
I'm going to
also
die.
rolling-
Fuck
I'm
my
also
life.
not rolling
Arya.
as Vondal.
Why are you not rolling as Vondal? And why did you roll
Didn't
twice?
select a token,
Because I didn't select my
Oh.
token the first time.
which you didn't do the second time either. So,
Yes, I did. It's on the turn order. You fucking.
It is on the turn order.
well, I just didn't say Edward.
Because I didn't select Vondal, okay? Because obviously my internet crashed, which means I had to reset. My 20, which means I was no longer Vondal.
Oh boy.
Fuck off.
Vondal, can you roll me a d20, please? As can Arya.
Oh, lovely.
Cool.
Amazing.
Oh my
Okay, cool.
god.
Holy shit, you guys.
Wow,
Believe
okay.
it or not, Arya, you are actually going to get an action before anybody else.
What the fuck is this?
What?
Oh,
And my action will be to slash blindly in the dark.
You could also
Well-
try to take the dodge action or something.
You know nothing is like there isn't anything like
You know
right.
nothing.
you-
Yeah, that's about it.
Jon Snow!
Look, I'm
You
just
said you weren't going
saying,
to do that
I had a-
again.
I had a cool fur coat before he did, so fuck all you guys. Anyway.
Yes.
Jon Snow.
Yeah, you can tell from your spatial awareness that from the hearing the sounds of these things breathing, they are maybe 20 feet in front of you.
Whatever they are.
Well, there's clearly multiple of them, whatever they are.
Yeah.
They're bad shit TM.
Actually, I need to check
That's it,
something.
Indeed.
Oh, you can also make another con saving throw, by the way, at the start of your turn.
Thanks. Is that now?
Yes.
Awesome. Oh, finally.
Okay, so as you're sort of like feeling about, you feel the sort of like the blindness fade from your vision, and you can see that the chalk circle that was in front of you has basically like it seems to have left like a burnt pattern in the grass, and there is a group of horrific looking creatures standing in the remains of the circle.
Holy fucking shit.
Wow, okay.
Oh, boy.
Awesome. That doesn't look terrifying at all.
Boy, howdy.
No.
Boy, howdy indeed.
Fuck my life.
They look like decaying corpses, but not in the standard sense that you would associate to a zombie. And the one that is in the center of the circle boasts two things that the others do not. One of which is it basically seems to stand sort of unnaturally tall. It is a good 2 feet taller than the others. And it also has a like you can see, like as it opens its mouth to sort of like smell the air. It has a long, almost serpentine tongue.
Yay.
I think there's a 3-letter word that perfectly describes the actions that would be appropriate in this situation.
Cry.
Run.
Yeah, they also are all aware of you and are beginning to stalk towards you.
No.
Okay. I don't want to deal with this.
You can give me a nature check to try and work out what these things are. Okay, yeah, you've no
Got a
idea.
note out of that. It's gonna turn around and go, nope.
Yeah, pretty much. As if he's still trying to
Amazing.
sleep. Oh my god.
How far? Oh boy, that's far
Yeah,
away.
it's pretty damn far away.
Oh, geez.
It is a long way, yes.
Can
I'm
you
gonna run away, and I'm gonna go to here.
The bush will slow you slightly if you run through that, so you'll be
Oh.
like 5 feet slightly backwards.
Doesn't she ignore difficult terrain?
Oh yeah, no, you're a
Yeah.
ranger, yeah, so you
That's
ignore-
right.
Yeah.
Boom.
She basically fucking vaults over it.
Okay.
I'm just like, nope.
Well, it's only fun if they run.
Fuck off.
The creature with the large snaking tongue sort of like it like gestures towards you with one like elongated arm, and lets out kind of like a low guttural.
Ah.
That's
Gross
mildly
noise.
terrifying.
That was a great noise.
And yeah, it's gonna pursue you.
Leave me the fuck
Probably at a sprint.
alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Does he get slowed by rough terrain?
He does, yes, but because he's sprinting, he's still fast enough to catch up to you.
Nope.
I mean, you could have sprinted if you wanted to, if you'd rather sprint.
I would like to sprint.
Yeah, you can move another 30 then.
Thanks.
And then he
Got
will...
it.
Dashed.
Yeah.
The dash action exists literally for this exact purpose.
Yeah, I never used it before.
Yes.
Lies, we've
Okay,
used
so he
dash
gets
actions
there.
before.
Yeah.
I have not used dash action.
Yes, we did when we were running from the troll. Everyone's dashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was
Oh,
dashing constantly
right.
then.
We were so
Fuck.
dashing that we
Yeah.
needed to
Fucking
move.
noob.
Lucas.
believe.
What a noob.
Vondal is still asleep. V is still asleep. Oh, actually, technically, sorry, Lyra still gets a turn. So actually,
yeah,
you
Lyra
could
needs to wake somebody up.
you can run, try and wake
Yeah.
somebody.
Wake the fuck up.
Okay,
Oh,
Lyra
no.
spends her action shaking V awake. So V, you do
wonder.
actually.
Oh, I do actually get a turn.
Yeah, you
Oh.
will do because Lyra got to act before you.
Okay.
So yeah, you're up.
I'm up.
Give me a perception check to assess the situation really quick.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I
Oh,
believe.
shit, TM.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
yeah, you are very quickly aware from the sound of like pounding footsteps and the sound of Kelariis drawing her weapon. Yeah,
Okay.
bad things are about to happen.
Bad things are about to happen. You know what it's time for, kids?
Oh yeah, technically, you also only get half movement this turn because you're rising from prone.
No, I don't care about movement right now. Hold on. Need a moment.
No.
Oh,
No.
Hold on.
oh.
Hold on. Hold on. Guys,
Ah,
please, do not stress me.
She needed a longer moment.
Needed a longer moment.
Fuck's
believe-
sake. Some of these references.
See, that was a reference
Okay.
people got.
It
Yeah,
was, well
from-
done.
From this point, it's plant growth time.
Okay.
Can you see that far?
It's 150 feet.
Oh, that's a good
Because it's
point.
gonna be.
Hmm?
hmm?
Technically, you can't see that far. It's
Oh.
also dark.
Aw.
And bush.
Aw.
So
Uh,
technically, because it's moonlight, it's technically dim light. So I would say you can probably see like 120 feet, and that's about it.
God dang it. Okay, never mind then.
Jayla, what are you doing? Whoever's doing that.
What?
That's not Jayla, that's me.
That's you.
I was like, I didn't do anything.
For a second, I thought it was brown.
Put a
but it was
circle
gray.
around the
Yeah.
bush.
You've all got your theme colors.
I didn't
I
do
know.
it.
Yeah,
It's not me.
we're themed.
This me.
Yeah, I
This
guess
me.
I'll.
This me.
Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, I need to actually check like all of the range of my spells. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast Entangle right now.
Okay.
So let's just draw a little square like here.
A happy square.
Okay.
Happy square.
Think happy square thoughts.
Yeah, he has to make a.
What's the difference between a square thought and a round thought?
I have no idea.
Then how can I think a happy square thought?
You have to
Yeah,
box yourself
DC
in.
15 strength save.
Okay, strength
thought I was
save.
Probably
He
gonna
very
succeed.
very easily passes.
Fuck.
Okay.
But it is still going to slow him slightly more if he wants to move again. So, Kelariis, yeah, again, also you are sort of rising from prone as this happens, so you get half movement.
Oh, I got half movement. Shit.
Oh wait, so you couldn't even have done that, yeah.
Nope.
No, okay.
Wait, let's pretend for just a second. Can you delete my square, Rob?
Yeah.
That I cast it here. Wait, I don't think that's even possible. Shit, I'm so bad. I just
Damn
cast
it.
magic missile then. Fuck it.
Okay. Give us a
The old magic missile.
It's been a while since I've used that.
I know.
The magic missile.
Wow.
Okay.
I roll.
Nice.
That is a good roll.
10 out of 10.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, you blast the creature that's running towards Arya with magic missile, and like its skin seems to be like almost like paper thin, and it seems to like take like huge blows from the actual magic missiles, but it doesn't seem massively fussed by it.
No.
What a bitch.
Hmm.
What a bastard.
Kelariis, yeah,
Okay.
half movement because you're rising from prone, but
Okay. I have two
well, actually,
questions.
yeah, no, we say you lose the movement for rising from prone this turn.
Okay. I have two questions very quickly. Where's my horse?
Where is your horse?
Yes.
For the sake of things, I guess you dismiss it.
Okay. Fuck it. Never mind.
Like the other horse is probably like off the map currently, but your
Okay,
horse is
never mind.
dismissed.
Fuck it. Do I think I could yell at Vondal to wake him up, or do I think I'd have to go over there?
You could yell, and there's no guarantee it would wake him, but it would probably wake him.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at Vondal,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start running towards
Wake
Arya.
the fuck up.
Vondal, give me a perception check.
Just rolls over, goes 5 more
I
minutes.
believe.
Oh my god.
That's still enough.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's not that hard to hear somebody yelling at you when you're asleep, but if you'd rolled really bad, you wouldn't have heard.
I'm gonna sit up like, oh, what's going on?
Give me a perception check to assess the situation.
Here comes the natural one. You ready, boys? Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nope.
It's better than the
Nice.
other one.
Cool, you are aware of the situation.
I am,
Oh, shit.
And I am running up this way.
Okay. Excellent.
Charge.
Charge.
Charge. Can I activate freedom?
Oh, technically, by the way, if you dash, you only lose the movement from your first movement, so you would
Yeah,
get
I did.
so you get like
Yeah.
15 and then 30. So
Yeah, I did. I moved 45.
okay.
Boom.
Yeah, you can use freedom to
Fuck yeah.
light. Okay, it is now bright light around Kelariis.
Oh,
Freedom!
Okay.
the light of freedom.
Those of you guys who are just woke up and roused, give me nature checks.
There's some big bads coming.
I would just like to point out that this was not my fault.
Claw!
Oh,
Claw! Look at that! Whopping 2.
Okay. Kelariis, you expect you suspect that these things are ghouls, which are basically like they are undead, but not in the conventional sense. They are how best to describe them? Basically, they are cursed humanoids who, upon death, became flesh-hungry, like undead monsters. And the big one in the the middle is a ghast, who is basically like a more powerful version of a ghoul.
Yeah, do we have to like hit its fireballs back at it?
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a
She's not
response. Yes. You can inform the others of that if you want.
They undead.
Undead.
They undead.
They undead.
You might have something that you can actually use against them.
Who's ready for some radiant damage, boys?
Right?
Arya, they are closing
What?
on you.
Help.
No, Arya's not ready for radiant damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say Arya doesn't deal any sort
Well,
of.
I was thinking you have a special ability, don't you, Vondal?
I do indeed.
Do you? You've never had a chance to use it before, but now might be a good time.
Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna move back again
Hey, Arya.
because I'm scared.
Shit.
I should put some combat music on, really.
Sorry, I just noticed that someone has put my weight on here, and that is purely ass.
You did that.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did that.
Oh. Well, clearly I don't remember
definitely
that one.
Amazing.
Anyway, can I drop my get my longbow? Fire an arrow
Sure,
at
yeah.
the main baddie. That sucks ass.
Yeah, it sort of it flies like wide over your shoulder and it just sort of ducks underneath it.
Oh boy.
The ghast is going to move forwards, and having just been shot at, it is going to take the dodge action.
Doesn't matter anyway, my dude.
Vondal.
Really doesn't matter anymore, dude. Am I on half movement as well then?
Yes, because you're rising from prone. Well, technically you lose. I think it's like I can't remember if it's 10 or 15 feet from rising from prone. I think it's like 15 feet. But
Well, regardless, I've moved. Moved 3.
yeah.
And I have a question.
Yes.
To activate Channel Divinity, what action is it? So it doesn't actually specify.
It's a standard action.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, yeah, the dodge action really isn't going to help him, because I'm going to turn undead.
Okay. Give me a religion check as you do so. Okay. So you use cast turn undead. What can you tell me exactly what turn undead does?
Yep, hang on. Yeah, wisdom saving throw on a failed save, it's turned.
Okay, and can you tell me what being turned actually does?
Let me have a look. I'll have to look up in... It's a good thing I had the book open.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, actually I can't use it anyway, because it has to be within 30 feet.
Oh, right, okay, then you don't.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm just going to guiding bolt it.
Okay,
Actually.
cool.
Guiding bolt one of the ghouls, probably this one.
Okay, is it within range?
Kind of dodge. Yeah, it's 120 feet range.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Wait, did you really turn undead?
No, he didn't.
It needs to be within 30 feet.
Ah.
So the religion check doesn't actually... Oh, actually, the religion check probably is enough, actually, that you know that you can turn these undead, but creatures like ghasts basically have a special resistance to the effects of turn undead, and it can grant those effects to those that surround it as well.
What a bastard.
Bastard.
So you fire a guiding bolt. It hits the ghoul on the side.
Oh.
Roll me some damage.
Oh!
Nice.
16 radiant damage, boys.
Have
Cool.
fun.
blasts it in the face for 16 radiant damage. Again, like you seem to like blast like chunks of like skin and flesh off this thing, and like the front of its chest, what remains covered in skin, seems to like boil and scald, but it doesn't seem to like care for the pain at all. It does look like you blew a fairly significant chunk out of it. It just doesn't seem to feel pain. V.
Creepy fans.
You know what it's time for?
What is it time for?
Bees.
Bees.
Not the bees.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it essentially sort of like here, so it catches all of the ghouls, but doesn't catch the
Yeah. Okay.
ghast.
I don't know that it catches all of them. But...
No, it most definitely does. It's 20-foot radius.
Oh yes, it does. Okay. Cool.
V was checking.
Yeah. So shit. What damage is it again? Was it in a 40-10 last time?
I believe so.
I believe
It's
so.
40-10. That's actually not bees, it's locusts, but
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the locust.
And what damage type is it?
piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
No.
No, not at all.
I summon locust.
I like to call it bees. They make a constitution save.
They make con saves against it. Okay.
You know, I bet Moses also has.
What are the what is the DC?
Good question. Probably against my spell save. Yeah. So it's
And-
DC 13.
Okay,
Moses
cool.
Totally had the ability to summon locusts.
Yep.
Also
frogs.
Previous wielder of this artifact was actually Moses.
Oh shit.
Fun fact.
Yeah, fun
Yeah,
fact. guys.
that's canon.
That's
That-
canon? Bible canon?
I guess.
That's second age canon.
Okay. So Moses is
That's-
canon in this universe.
Moses
Okay.
exists in the second age universe.
Locusts rip through a significant number of ghasts, basically like
Ghouls.
Cool.
sorry, a significant number of ghouls, basically like exsanguinating a number of them and causing them to just like spill into like lumps
Look.
of flesh into the ground.
This locust spell is like really fucking OP.
Yeah.
It is quite
It's a
strong.
fifth level
I was
spell.
gonna say it's a fifth level spell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking fifth level. And like our normal spellcasting capacity is third level.
Fine.
Yes,
We're
but
not gonna get fifth level spells for another like 3 or 4
the
levels.
important thing about it is it consumes charges from the staff, and it consumes
I can't spam it.
it consumes a significant number of them, and it only regenerates a small amount every day. And if she ever uses all of the charges, there is a chance that it breaks.
Right.
So it's just to manage the charges.
Magic.
So if we're in a big dungeon, it sort of
yes.
sucks for me.
Also, these guys are kind of mooks. They are challenge rating 1, so...
I know. That's why I just was just sort of like, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
out the mooks.
Yes.
I wish they were challenge rating a half, because then turn undead would just outright kill them.
It would outright kill them. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's Kelariis' go first.
Hello. I mean,
Wait, how far does Misty Step go?
it goes 30 feet, which is why I was considering it. I thought about it, because then I'd actually be able to get to this guy.
Smack.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it.
Misty
go.
step that bitch.
Let's go. I'll stand there. Fuck it. Let's hit this guy.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Go.
George just runs like 10 feet.
And then just
Disappears.
steps.
Shunk.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Let's go, freedom. Fuck.
Freedom! Oh, freedom! Why?
Shitty.
One. Fuck.
No, the worst.
That's
The-
the one high
you-
I could've
you-
saved it.
You come in from the side swing.
Oh!
Oh wow.
Oh, bam!
Wait, are you rolling smite damage on this?
I am going to roll my damage on this. 'cause
Shit.
I was
Okay,
like,
get ready to tick another box.
Yeah, I'm ready to take
What?
another
Fight the
box.
fuck out of it.
Please
I'm going
just
to
send him
smite.
to another fucking
Oh.
dimension.
Yeah,
it's a
fuck
shame
it.
about that first one, because if it had been one higher, I could have channeled Divinity and given it a +10.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
That's just
Uh,
OP shit.
Hey, let's
so
have some fun.
necessary.
Let's just
You're
go
OP
for
as shit.
second level smite.
I'm not OP.
No, you're not. You're really not.
Let's second level
Clarus
smite.
is
So what is
very
that?
OP.
Yeah.
2, 3, so 48, right? I counted that right. Yes. I can't. Right.
Hit it very hard.
Oh wait, it's doubled because.
Because crit,
Because
yeah.
crit.
Right. Okay.
Double because crit. Oh my
Good God.
Okay.
I don't know.
42 radiant damage.
Fuck my life.
Why is this necessary?
So that's
Badass.
that's 40 points of overkill.
Fine.
14
Had to make sure.
Okay.
Look,
Honestly,
we were
I'd like to imagine
the
that
night.
Kelariis just hits it and it just goes flying in like the air like Team Rocket.
No, it doesn't even become ash.
It's like a
So
baseball
much
bat.
intense divine fire that it doesn't
Well-
exist anymore.
It's like, have you seen that scene in Iron Man 3 where they kill the super metabolized creature things that I can't remember what they're called? The ones that go supernova and then explode.
Oh right, yeah.
That's basically what happens. Like, Kelariis just like smites into this thing and a white glow spreads through it. And yeah, basically like it tries to dodge away with its evasion. But like it basically just slides like straight through this creature, and then the creature just ignites and just like basically chunks of like essentially flaming ghast just like fly out from it. But of course, because it's radiant fire, it doesn't actually like burn you.
And that's how you deflect the fireball.
Can we appreciate that Kelariis in one swing has done more damage than my 5th level spell could?
Oh my God.
To be fair, I did smite though.
But also
No!
as well, your 5th level spell can hit everything in an AoE.
I know. Still!
Yeah, technically, if you include how many creatures it hit, that did 22 times 6 damage.
Yeah.
But still.
Over.
It's still fucking badass.
It's
Oh wait, I actually forgot to take HP off those guys.
This is fun. Hey guys.
I just
I have
imagine
to say-
Ice staring at her like, what the fuck?
more lambs to the
Oh god, my fucking sword has been glowing this entire time as well, so I just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a
Oh.
lightsaber.
Oh
Oh my God.
Well, actually, it doesn't. It's more like it's just got like an aura around it. It's not actually
No,
like
Rob,
the blade
it's
is
a fucking
radiant.
lightsaber.
It's a lightsaber. It makes the noises.
No, because there is actually a canon lightsaber.
Boom.
Unfortunately, the 2 remaining ghouls close the distance and lay into Kelariis with their claws.
That's fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
Take
I have
12.
shell.
Take 12 slashing damage. They would have hit her even if she was. 12 slashing damage. I need to make me 2 Constitution saving throws.
That's
Oh.
not good.
That's very bad.
That's very bad.
I know what this is because I used ghouls in my one shot. Hey.
Fucking.
No meta game.
Hey.
I know. Try not to.
Yeah.
Wow, don't care.
Hey!
Heyo.
We need to get back, son.
I'm scared.
Okay, yeah. The ghouls like tear into you without your armor, but like you don't. Like you feel a strange sensation creep over you. Give me a nature check, probably.
Nature?
Yeah. You have no idea what it is.
Sweet.
Sweet.
It doesn't feel good, whatever it was. It
Okay,
felt like
that's
it felt
weird.
like it was basically like causing your muscles to seize up.
Oh, joyous.
Arya.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
Scripts are
Oh.
rolling.
Boom.
fucking shit ass
Headshot.
damage.
That's 2 natural
Oh,
ones
no.
on damage.
Good God. This is my life today, guys.
Yep, that is literally the worst damage you could roll.
Wait.
No.
Well, we can't all be Kelariis.
I know, but I credit that. I credit that.
Arya has a dream. A dream that one day she can do as much
Hey,
damage.
it's you watch Kelariis like swing through this creature. You draw your arrow as these 2 things jump at Kelariis, and one of them like as it's jumping at Kelariis, you just like without like even a split second, you fire an arrow over Kelariis' shoulder and just headshot this thing. It's
That is shit ass
it's sort of
damage.
it very quickly sort of grabs at the arrow and just sort of like snaps it off. So deduct 1 arrow from your stockpile. It like snaps the arrow out, but it's like still like half embedded in its forehead. The Ghast is defeated. Vondal. Yeah, you get the satisfying dink as you headshot something.
And you know what? I might as well just Guiding Bolt again, the one that Arya didn't shoot.
Okay. That's a hit.
What's defense level again?
Yep.
Boom.
It squeals and boils away to a pile of smoking flesh.
A
Gross.
pile of ew.
Accurate. V.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a magic missile at level 1.
Magic missile.
Magic
Magic missile.
Hey guys, I'm gonna use magic missile.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you like bludgeon this hapless ghoul to death with your magic missiles.
Sweet.
God,
And with that,
enough of that fucking nonsense. Jeez.
yeah.
Fucking hell, that was glorious.
So the rest of you, apart from
disaster.
the rest of you, apart from Arya, have been rudely awoken to a mountain of undead bearing down upon you.
I guess I sort of run towards Arya and sort of go, where did these things come from?
Also, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you okay, Kelariis?
I'll be fine.
They didn't touch me.
Aside from being blinded.
What?
Aside from being blinded.
What was
Oh,
that?
aside from being blinded. Well, I mean, it was fine.
They didn't touch
I mean, it wasn't fine, but it was fine.
you. They didn't touch you.
Didn't touch me.
Back in character.
Well, I woke, I heard sometime in the night strange noises, so I went to investigate, and I found a circle of people to be casting some sort of ritual. They were over here. Can we like go back to where
Yes, yeah.
I saw
yeah.
them?
Yep, it's just like over here. It's fairly big. It's like 30-foot radius ritual circle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and basically like well, Vondal and V, I think you could probably examine this. I don't think Kelariis is.
No.
Actually, no, Kelariis, you can give it a shot, but
Okay.
You can have a
Sure.
go. See if you roll a natural 20.
Yeah.
there is a slight chance that you know like what this is.
What are we rolling?
Arcana.
Oh.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nice one, though.
Okay.
Most intelligent in the party.
And even then, you only just pass. So.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yes.
At an 18.
Nailed it.
Yes. Let me.
Tippy tapping.
Yes. I need to check what. Okay. So this. This resembles a ritual to cast a spell that you know of, but you've never seen it sort of like cast like this before. But essentially what this ritual circle has done is this ritual circle has facilitated the instant transportation from one dimension to another.
Lovely.
Oh.
Or rather one plane to another. Yeah, and basically whatever plane these things came from, it was sort of like it was a one-way trip sort of thing. Like, but they must have been clearly waiting to come through. So this is like a quite clearly like a planned attempt to assault, presumably you, by whoever these robed figures were. Like these things were deliberately bought, were brought deliberately from another plane with the intention of causing havoc.
Hmm.
The feeling that this figure doesn't like us very much.
They were speaking in Abyssal.
One of
Do I know
them
that?
spoke in Abyssal, yes.
Oh yeah, one of them spoke in Abyssal, and I assume the other one understood what he was saying.
Give me a quick retrospective perception check.
Okay.
The voice that said finish that before anyone else comes was female.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So she.
She. But before I could do anything, they blinded me. Quite literally.
Yes.
So there was just sat on their own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just forgot about it in the last round, never mind.
Everyone forgets about Lyra.
There.
Yeah, this is quite concerning.
Hmm.
Well, it seems those people are gone now, so.
Yes,
Just let them rest.
seems to be no sign of them. Although you could potentially try and track them, but how you would do that, or if you do that, because it is the middle of the night and you guys aren't fully rested. So.
Yeah.
I suppose we remain a bit more alert than before.
Potentially.
Let us hope we do not see them again. Or potentially that we do see them again.
That we see them first.
Maybe I'll actually see them and not blow my stealth check. No promises.
God, shattering the fourth wall into thousands of pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So you decide to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe slightly further down the road.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
You,
Away from death.
yeah. The corpses specifically don't take long to start rapidly decomposing. Or well,
Gross.
they were technically decomposing before, but it is
It just
not.
stink.
Yeah, it is not long before it starts to stink. Well, the ghast stank beforehand, but
Gross.
That is so gross.
So
Wow.
grody.
Oh, good night.
Right?
Yeah, good night, everybody.
Good night,
Go back
yeah.
to sleep.
okay, cool.
Fine.
You go back to sleep, and yeah, the rest of the evening passes, fortunately, without incident. But yes, I've lost my music tracks. Yeah, you awake the next morning, feeling refreshed, if somewhat disturbed for having your evening shattered so abruptly. And you can continue onwards.
Which way are we going?
Up and
Oh.
to the right.
North and then eat and then right.
So, I take the right at the fork.
Yeah.
Okay.
The left is in.
Before you quite go that far,
Oh.
to there, I would like all of you to make me perception checks.
Oh my
Wow!
god,
Okay.
me, Jesus.
Vino!
I'm blind.
Vino!
Figure it.
Okay. So Arya and Vondal, as you are walking along the path, you spot something that catches your attention and reminds you of what Archdruid Buck told you. As you see the the tendrils of a grey-black mist beginning to basically form on like in the distance on the path ahead of you.
For fuck's sake.
Okay, that's weird. I guess I point this out to the others.
Yeah. You point this out to the others. Because you remember from what Archduke Buck said that this does seem... He mentioned that this did seem to herald the arrival of blighted
Okay.
monsters.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
I guess we
more
must be
specifically,
closer.
monstrosities.
Aha, you monstrosities, you say.
Yes.
Ha, ha,
Triggered.
ha.
Yes,
Took me a
I
minute.
guess we stay on guard a bit more than usual.
It took me a long minute to realize.
On guard!
Good.
Yes. Well, don't forget your history, Arya.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't
You
get-
are a
don't get
monstrosity
cocky.
hunter.
I am.
Don't get cocky.
Whatever. I'm gonna kill some fucking monstrosity.
Nice kid, don't get cocky.
Wow.
No, she wants to be cocky. She wants to go into the mist and find whatever's attacking people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't get cocky.
I mean, if Arya really wants to do that, I'll go.
And
I
I know
wanna
you,
go.
like,
Fuck it.
the mist is on the fucking path anyway.
It's the concentration of the mist is not on the path. It's creeping onto the path. Like it's coming from off to one side.
I say, is it really a good idea to walk into the mist?
We can try.
I mean, we probably
Well-
shouldn't go for the stores. We are on the way to another
Yeah.
place, and we only have so many rations with us. So we should stay on
Yeah.
track, I think.
But I
Yeah.
wanna kill monstrosity.
Hey, with any luck, they'll
There's
come
nothing stopping you walking a short distance off the path to see what you can find.
Okay. I'll
'Cause-
do that.
It's not like basically the way Archduke Buck explained it is it's sort of a case of people see this mist and then they're just like, oh, that's some weird mist, and then monsters come out of the mist and attack people.
Hmm.
Well,
So you expect if you were to wander off, it wouldn't take you very long to find monsters.
Let's find some fucking monsters.
They'll
Let's go.
find us. Is this really necessary?
I wanna
yes.
look. What if
Is this
someone
really
less prepared
necessary?
comes along?
Oh, by the way,
We'll
you
leave this here.
those of you who expended stuff, you can restore your stuff from a long rest just before you.
Sweet.
Also, what do you really think? Like, we're just gonna like stop this mist just right now?
We might be able to.
Well, even if you don't stop the mist, you remove the threat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with Arya on this one, personally.
From the looks of it, it's coming to us anyway.
True, but if we go to it, we'll be more prepared.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Better the chance to surprise them than be surprised.
Fine.
And if we're gonna fight them eventually, or fight whatever's in there eventually, we may as well do it on our own terms.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is why walking straight into them is a bad idea. But okay.
Fine. Fine, I don't know what you're talking about.
Letting them come to us is fighting on our own terms. Walking straight into their front
No,
garden
it's
is
not.
not on our terms.
Yeah, it is. We're like, hey,
No.
bitch.
That's if
We're
you're walking
initiating
straight
the
into
fight.
their terms.
This is
Not
our
at
forest,
all.
scrub.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, miss. You know, when you say like, fight things on our own terms, it means like kind of sitting there and letting things come to you, not walking straight into them. That's very much fighting them on their terms.
Semantics. Let's
Know
get this
nothing-
over with.
know
Hunt the
nothing about
monsters or
military
not hunt the
tactics.
monsters? That is the question.
Hunt the monsters.
Hunt them.
Okay. Give me a survival check, Aya.
Where are you? I got a bit.
Because Aya is the monster hunter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though that was a shitty survival check.
You begin to head into the mist, and as you head into the mist,
You get ambushed. Have fun.
Wow.
Yeah, it almost seems to become like darker and dimmer, even though you can sort of see the sky overhead. Like there's almost like a sinister presence to the mist. And as you, even as you only like walk into the mist for a couple of minutes, like the mist already begins to become a lot thicker, and you can hear like animal noises deeper in the forest that sound. Yeah, you've probably encountered apes before. Yeah,
Sure, let's say that's a thing.
yeah, like I'm just trying to think because there's such a wide assortment of creatures in the Feywild. I would probably expect that you've met monkeys of some sort. Yeah, it sounds almost like ape-like, but like far deeper and far more aggressive than you've ever heard an ape sound.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, whatever it is, it seems to be thrashing around like maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes walk away from where you are.
Maybe try to stealth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can I try to stealth forward until I see it?
Yes. Are you all going to do that, or? And also, are you all going to prepare for this by putting on armor, etc.?
Yeah.
Also, Rob, I know this is like mostly combat stuff, but I do have like Mask of the Wild, and it says I can hide when I'm obscured by mist.
This is a natural. Or is it?
Well, quibbling. That doesn't apply here because the terrain is thick enough for you to hide anyway.
Okay.
It would only be like if you were like standing in a field and it was misty, you could try and hide. But you're in a forest, so it's easier to hide in the trees than it is in the mist.
Okay.
But yes, you are correct. That is how Mask of the Wild works.
Yeah, because I just sort of saw it and I was like, oh
Yes. Yes, but you
I mean,
can
we
you
also
can
pass without a trace.
yeah, you can attempt to hide anyway. Yeah, you could use Pass Without a Trace as well.
Mm.
Oh, did you recover some of the charges for your staff as well?
I did.
Yes.
It's like at least 5, so I just added it up to 10. It's 1d6 plus 4 every morning.
Oh, and you expended 5. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think that's a lot, actually. I think 1d6
Wait, is it-
plus 4 is a lot.
Is he 1d6 plus 4? That doesn't sound right.
The staff has 10 charges and it gains 1d6 plus 4.
Wow. Okay, that is a lot. But if it's what the sheet says, then it's what the sheet says. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you want to use Pass Without a Trace, go ahead and cast it. Cool. Everybody gets +10 to stealth.
Sweet.
Good, because that was a shit roll.
I'm gonna need it.
Hey guys, look, Vondal's more
Fuck.
sneaky.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Why is Vondal the sneakiest?
Fine.
it's good. It's okay.
What the
we all
fuck
have
is this
+10.
messed up world? Also Lyra.
Also Lyra, right.
Yes. Also
Stop
there.
forgetting about your animal companion.
I'm sorry.
Your demigod animal companion.
There we go. Lyra's got more stealth than like put
Oh,
together.
Oh, I
so
don't know why.
that's-
That was the one. Okay. Cool. So, you guys set off with your stealthy, with the advantage of the stealth magic, yes, into the misty forest. And as you walk slightly further on, you come across basically an area where like clearly a number of like large trees have sort of like been torn down.
Oh.
I'll drag you to the map first, and I will draw it in as I explain. Because yeah, basically there is like a fairly that's too big. Probably about sort of that sort of size of space cleared of trees, and in the middle there are a number of I'll draw them using the square tool. Actually, it's probably there's like a number of fallen trees. They're not all like that perfect.
What are you talking about? Every fallen tree looks exactly the same.
Yep. When a tree falls,
Always
it
perfect.
magically turns into
One
a
runs
perfect
like that.
rectangular log.
Yeah.
Except for that one.
That one
Yeah.
sucks.
That one is shit.
Well,
That
the
one's not
I'm making
actually
is
fallen,
is
that
they're sort of
one's
they are
sideways.
wide tree trunks, but they are not like super wide. So they're like 5 feet
Super wide.
trunks, but they're not
Super trunk.
like that much larger. They're longer than they are taller by a significant margin. Wider than they are taller by a significant margin.
I mean,
Yes.
a tree trunk that's wider than it is tall kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's.
That would be
Yeah.
terrifying.
I mean, what do you think about it? Most tree
don't-
trunk.
don't- Don't take the piss, because the baobab tree can be thicker than it is tall.
Oh yes, the
But-
baobab tree. My favorite.
Baobab.
Look, stop shitting on my description, okay?
I'm sorry, Rob. So much.
But yes, basically you are stood on the edge of the thing. I'll give you a small zone to deploy in.
Deploy.
Like,
Roll out Transformers.
There you
Oh
go.
my god.
Right, I'm gonna put the cavalry on the left wing.
Because as you approach, you spot, basically in the middle of the clearing, is a huge monstrosity.
Oh my god, in heaven.
Give me nature checks with everybody with disadvantage except for Arya.
It's just gonna end.
God damn
really
it.
well.
Okay.
My disadvantage.
It looks like a giant fucking silver gorilla with 4 arms.
Buddy.
Arya,
Alright.
Arya,
Hi.
you've heard tales about this monstrosity, and the stories tell that these were created by essentially the primordials as guardians. But when the primordials disappeared, these things just sort of they were given tasks to do, but they essentially just sort of like when their tasks became obsolete, they just sort of wandered off and became feral. And these are known as Jurallan.
Drowlin.
Yes. This one, however, looks like nothing like looks distinctly different from the Jurallan that you've like seen like drawings of. In that basically it seems to have misty white eyes, and it is covered in a series of huge scars, some of which look like they should have been fatal.
Cool.
Oh, that doesn't remind me of
No,
anything.
that is. Yeah, that's not.
Right.
Dude.
It is oddly reminiscent of another beast.
Great.
Which we should have killed.
And
Hey
sure.
guys, it's gonna
And that
catch
just flew
fire
away.
and heal.
right?
What a bastard.
It does look oddly reminiscent of that creature.
What a coward.
As you approach, it seems to raise its head, sniff the air, and then turn towards V and Kelariis.
Fuck.
What? Why us?
Because
Because you didn't have high enough stealth, even with Fast Without Trace.
yeah.
13 and 17 was bad.
17? Fuck you.
Yeah, it
Okay.
literally had it had advantage because it was doing it based on smell, and it rolled a double 18.
Jesus.
So, initiative.
Yes, everybody initiative as this thing turns towards you.
Don't do this is a bad idea.
Arya,
Bad, yeah.
you know these things
Quite
are
bad.
very fast and very vicious.
Great.
Hey guys, 18.
Ayo.
I did a good-
Ew.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
Wow.
Nice.
Hello. We actually did good.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Wow.
hello, comrades.
Oh wait, yes, the tin order's there.
Comrade.
Comrade.
Hello, come then. We need to.
Okay.
I think Arya's probably gonna go first.
Okay. Well, yeah, Arya has like a higher. You have a higher
Dex.
base dex, don't you?
Yes.
That's not hard. I've
So
got
yes.
8.
Okay.
Oh,
I
the dex based
have-
battle. Dex.
So yeah, technically you rolled a 19 on that one, though.
I know.
Okay, so Arya, you get to go first, and you get all of your ranger benefits for going first.
What does that mean?
You have advantage.
You have advantage on your
Oh.
attack roll against anything that hasn't acted yet.
I also have +4 damage to roll.
To what rolls against monstrosities, and you have bonuses to knowing things about them as well.
Also, it's noticed V and Kelariis, but it hasn't noticed Arya.
No, it hasn't.
That's because my stealth was high.
Yes.
Or me.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my bow.
Okay. String an
I'm
arrow.
gonna shoot it
Pew pew.
Yep.
with... Do I still have magic arrows, or do I use?
You still have some, I think.
I don't see them. Oh wait, here we go. I just am blind.
Yeah, they are. You have 4 plus 2 arrows remaining.
Okay, so boom,
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a hit.
and then boom, and +2. The arrow.
Okay. You score it for 8 damage.
My damage is shit today for some...
Okay. Vondal. Okay.
Okay.
Like as Vondal, as you take your thing, I'm gonna sort of explain what Arya does. Arya, you draw this arrow, and like as the ground turns towards your companions, you sort of let it go, and it flies towards this thing and just like embeds itself in the upper torso. And this thing sort of just it lets out a sort of like a and yeah, you seem to have made it quite angry by shooting it.
Boy.
He's pissed off.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I've made the monkey angry.
I would like
Good
to
job.
cast a spell.
Don't want to make me angry.
God damn it, Rob! I was just about to make a reference.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Kelariis.
I'm feeling powerful, and I'm not even angry. Okay, you shield of faith, Kelariis.
I have +2 AC, Kelariis.
Cool. Kelariis now has
Hey.
20 AC.
Get in there!
I think it's 20 AC, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it will
+2 to AC.
Yeah.
And I think I've got to concentrate on it. Also, can I cantrip and spell?
No.
No. Okay. Damn it.
Oh wait, no. Yes, yes, you can cantrip
Yeah.
and spell as long as one is a bonus action.
Cool. Well, Shield of Faith is a bonus action, so I'm gonna Sacred Flame it as well.
Cool.
Oh shit.
That's
Yes.
not Sacred Flame. That's Spare the Dying.
No, Sacred Flame is another cantrip. You can only cast spell and cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh, no, shield of yes.
Shield of Faith is a fucking
Shut up.
spell.
It's
Damn
fine.
it.
It's fine. It's fine. I
Shield
forgot.
of Faith is a spell.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It needs to make a dex save. It actually has really good dex. It
As
critically
the-
succeeds.
Fuck my life.
Fuck you.
Unfortunately, a crit doesn't mean anything on a saving throw, so it just
I
takes
hate Sacred Flame.
it just takes half
Alright, guys, how
damage.
far is it? Very far.
It takes 4 damage.
Also, thanks, Helena, for that image.
Yeah.
Quick, someone paint the face white, and then we've got the same thing.
No.
White eyes.
Yeah, so it has to be red.
Yeah, it also has 4 arms.
Mm.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
I mean, I'd hope it has 4 arms, because otherwise it doesn't have elbows.
Shut
That's
up,
weird.
Gab. I hate you
Gab.
so much.
Oh, damn it.
I can't help
Somebody just take their turn, please.
I mean,
Oh.
Kelariis, are you opposed to having even more AC?
Never. Oh my
Then you are
god.
powered up. Get in there.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
nice.
Okay.
God.
22 AC!
Ah!
It's fine.
Oh my god.
Wait, I need to breathe. Do what I
See-
feel like I can do.
This is the nano boost to counter the primal rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've just fucking like projectile barriers.
Yeah, boom.
Got shield ally,
Holy
and
shit,
now
okay.
got the nano boost.
My speed is doubled. Oh my god, holy shit, guys.
Yes.
Alright.
You can really just get in there.
I'm really gonna get in there, guys. This is gonna
Okay,
go.
literally, can we all just appreciate that we've all boosted Kelariis at some point in the last like
Yep.
5 minutes?
Oh my god.
And you can take an extra action to just run straight at it. You
I
can
will.
definitely get it.
Well, Kelariis can move 60 feet normally.
I know.
Yeah, and
I
then
won't.
therefore dash for like 120.
Noom.
This is
Well,
sad, I have to
technically
use a
run
dash to
5
get
feet
there.
backwards and still reach it.
What?
You could technically run 55 feet backwards and still reach
Yeah,
it.
I know, it's great.
You can also still Misty Step, but you might want to keep it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my Misty Step, and I'm gonna just use that extra dash thing. Is that the end of your turn, B?
Have fun with your 22 AC.
I'm so excited.
You have advantage on dex save throws as well, and you gain an additional action.
Bless.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're taking
Wait,
an additional
wait.
action to.
Yeah, so
Dash.
yeah, you can run, dash, attack.
Yes. I'm gonna do that. B, that was the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. So goodbye, guys. Let me just run away over here. God. This is the
Like
worst.
blue-
I
blue
I
electrical
love haste
glow.
so much.
Yeah.
This is really good. Oh, Let me check something very quickly. You know what?
Are you opposed to having even more AC?
No.
Why would anyone be opposed to that?
I want
22
to
AC Kelariis. That's what
Right.
that's what the world needs.
Hell yeah, guys. I'm gonna channel divinity and use vow of enmity on the thing.
Okay.
So, that's advantage on attack rolls, which is what I wanted.
Good.
So, hopefully, fuck this guy.
Cool.
With
Yeah. You swear to kill this guy no matter what it takes.
Yeah.
That's what vow of enmity is.
Let's go.
God.
Okay, swing.
Thing. Please, computer, let me click the thing. I will smite.
Okay, you're gonna smite on that.
Yes, I will smite. I'm just gonna do a first level for that one. Does this count as an undead-ish?
No.
Holy shit. Okay. I
It is a
can't click
monstrosity.
the thing because I keep getting notifications on my bottom right-hand corner. Please!
Just go D&D. That's what the rest of us do.
D&D
Okay.
for.
Well, that was
For
a jack
D&D,
shit
yeah.
smite.
Okay.
Alright,
Man, you're.
that was a sad smite. Okay,
Yeah, it
second
was.
attack.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't know if that hit.
Second swing, that does, yeah. It's fairly easy to hit. It's a giant freaking monkey.
This is a fair
Giant
point.
gorilla.
I will also smite that one, because
Cool.
fuck it. And there you go. That was better.
Okay.
Thou hast been smitten.
Has been smitten.
Okay.
Smoked.
As you strike in with your swings, you pierce into this thing, and basically as you cut through it, you notice that it emits a gout of white flame
Damn it.
Ah,
that
Fucking
almost
Chimera
seems to
all over
heal its
again.
wounds, except when you channel the radiant energy, it seems to burn back of a portion of the flame, and it does not seem to be able to regenerate that health anymore.
Oh my god, we can kill it
Oh,
with
okay.
radiant damage.
Radiant damage, boys.
alright, radiant damage,
Even though
let's go.
I don't have any fucking radiant damage, but it's fine.
Yeah, me neither.
I got a
Uh,
plan.
so you've dealt 16 total radiant. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, guys.
No,
I've got
no,
a
no,
plan.
no. And it's not resistant to any of those. So technically it takes... Does that mean it puts it over half of its HP? Yeah, it does. Okay, yeah. So technically it goes back up to... Okay, so it's 59 minus 16. Okay. It's now the drone's turn. Okay. The first thing the Graal is going to try and do is it sees you running towards it, and it is going to attempt to grapple you. I need you to make me a athletics check.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
I'm good
So
at that,
like
guys.
it tries to grab at you, and you just sort of like duck underneath it. It is then going to take its other attack and attempt to shove you.
Mm.
Wow. what a
So-
bitch.
Okay.
It's just all doing stuff that doesn't affect AC.
Well, technically this is against AC.
Oh, okay.
Because it's an attack.
Okay, yeah, it like attempts to shove you, and you just like resist.
Yeah.
Which seems to piss it off.
No.
It's
Uh,
already pissed off.
to the point where, well, it's still even more pissed off. It is now going to jump over you.
What?
Oh.
That's not
It's
That's
going to
bullshit.
move 40 feet. You do get an
That's
attack of
bullshit. He has
opportunity if you want to
95
use your reaction.
good. Yes. Yes, please.
Cool.
Go freedom.
Okay.
Freedom!
Nice, you swing into the side of it. Deal 11 damage. Then it is going to use, as a bonus action, it's going to use its aggressive feature to move again.
What? This is
What?
crap.
Some bullshit.
Bullshit.
Oh, yikes.
And he still has 4 more attacks. No, 3 more attacks.
Shit.
He has 4 arms and a more, so he has 5 attacks.
Bullshit.
Right.
Fuck.
Okay, he hits. What is your AC, Vondal?
18.
Okay. In that case, he hits you with 1 for 8 slashing damage. The other swings from his claws seem to just like either glance off your armor or you block them with your shield.
Sweet.
And that is its turn. Arya.
Alright, I'm gonna hunter mark this bitch.
Okay.
Do it.
You lose your pass without trace.
That's fine, I don't care.
So we don't need pass without trace right now.
And I guess I'm just gonna fucking shoot it.
Okay.
So.
Point blank, so disadvantage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dumb.
Yep. Can't shoot at something that's right in your face.
You can totally fucking shoot so it's right in your face.
No, not with a bow.
It's very hard.
Not with a fucking bow.
It's not that bad. Kind of bad.
Pretty bad. It's big, it's angry, it's in your face.
It's a flail of giant
Whatever.
gorilla trying to hit you.
Fuck.
That is a miss.
Wait,
Disadvantage.
even with
Disadvantage.
+4? Oh, that's damage rolls. Okay.
Rest in peace.
I just want to kill my favorite monster.
Yeah.
Monster.
Vondal.
Monster.
No, I just need to let Dragon Mom kill it.
No, I want to kill it. I mean, I know Kelariis is boosted to shit right now.
Yeah, I know Kelariis is boosted to shit, but unfortunately, because, you know, we need some radiant damage, Shield of Fate's gonna have to go. But we're replacing it
Fine.
with Crusader's Mantle.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Schwa.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Whenever you hit with a
Oh,
weapon attack,
shit.
deal 1d4 radiant damage.
Whoa, that's cool as shit. When did you get
Anyone
that
within
stuff?
30 feet of me.
He's had it for ages. He just hasn't really had the chance to use it.
Yeah, it's 3rd level.
Okay.
So, I've
So
had
Kelariis is back down to 20.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry,
V.
Kelariis.
That's
Oh,
fine.
only 20 AC.
Yeah, oh
Right.
darn.
Yeah.
Only 20 AC.
Only 20.
V is gonna just like fucking leg it because I don't want to be anywhere near that thing.
Yeah, you need to like get the fuck out of here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and fucking entangle isn't gonna do shit, so I'm not even gonna attempt.
Yeah, it's just gonna break right out of
Do
that.
not entangle the large creature. The
Yes.
Yeah,
large
and
gorilla.
I would try plant growth as well, but it just jumped over you. So like, fuck. I'm just damaging. Here we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
We need to tank and spank.
Okay. Okay, so it loses 17. Okay. Kelariis?
I'm going to run on over here.
Okay.
No problem, guys. Don't worry about it.
It's
fine.
Just make sure I don't get hit, because if I get hit and lose concentration, it's gonna
Kelariis
suck
loses her turn,
us.
yes.
Yeah, it'll be great. Freedom.
Oh.
Okay. Swing, that's a hit.
I'll
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, fuck it, because we don't want this thing to be alive. So let's smite that.
We don't want this thing to.
We don't want this thing to be alive.
Okay.
We don't want it to live.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Roll some extra D4.
Oh right.
Oh yeah, you can roll an extra
Roll
d4.
radiant damage.
Add that. Wow. Left
That's a
side.
good D4, right
Yeah.
there.
Good D4, guys.
An extra 1 radiant damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It's okay,
With your smite and swing, the creature falls to the floor, but is already beginning to smolder with fire. So it is currently prone. So you get advantage on attack rolls against it.
Anyway.
Oh,
And
hit
yeah.
very hard again.
Yeah, basically you can just like smack the shit out of it while it's down, but it will get up again in a minute.
Roll the damage for that other hit.
So would it make more sense to wait it out for it to get up and then hit it again, or is this kind of like if we hit it hard enough it'll stay down maybe?
Hit it hard enough, it'll probably stay down.
Give me either an Arcana or a Nature check.
So those are shit. Let's try Arcana.
If
Oh,
only
it's not
there
bad.
was a more intelligent person in the party.
Okay.
Right?
You suspect that this thing will keep regenerating its mundane wounds, but Radiant seems to be negating its ability to regenerate. But unlike say, for example, the troll, that when you hit it with Radiant, when you hit it with fire, it stopped its ability to regenerate. It's almost as if like any regular damage you deal to it is healed by the fire, and any radiant damage is not healed. So it's like your radiant is removing its maximum HP.
Right, so eventually
Which-
it will get to the point.
Spoilers: your radiant damage is removing its maximum HP. And it basically,
Yay.
anytime it gets a turn, it regenerates to max HP, minus, of course.
It's current max HP.
Yeah, it regenerates to the current max HP.
Okay.
Keep
Well,
hitting
I
it.
guess I'll just keep hitting it. So, do you
Just
want me to
keep
reroll
beating
that
the
last
shit out
one,
of it.
or take it?
No, you can take that one. It's still a hit.
Okay. We'll do that.
We have an extra action still.
Yes, don't worry.
But
I'll
you only
take
get
that
one
next
attack
time.
with extra action. You
Yeah.
don't get multi-attack on extra
Yeah.
actions.
That would be
Oh.
OP.
That would be.
That would be a
That would
little bit
be
OP, especially if
much-
you do like a high-level fighter.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
10
Actually,
attacks
10.
Casually, we're just, like, hitting
in
somebody
6
with a-
seconds.
10 attacks in 6 seconds. To be fair, 4 attacks in 6 seconds.
It's like that video of hitting a guy 100 times in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And don't forget your 1d4 radiant damage.
Yep, no, I'm doing my 1d4. Hell yeah, that was better this time.
Nice.
Kelariis is just dousing him in damage.
Yeah, you stab the
Oh,
sword
yeah.
down into it and like ignite the sword and it just burns.
Okay, one more, here we go.
Burn, baby, burn.
Oh, that was so close to a crit.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh fuck.
19.
Nice.
Nice. I will, roll 1d4.
Okay.
We might as well copy paste it at this point, guys.
Right, and I'll use my last smite on that
Okay.
one then, because
God, this is
I say
ridiculous.
last smite, I have 2 more that are not first level.
This is just like the prison ship all
Fuck.
over again.
Yeah.
We just got
Since
to
it's me
guys,
standing in the
alright.
back.
Yeah.
Alright,
Or maybe it's
That
like
ends
the
the turn.
the duplicate where we just had it boxed into a corner and beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No.
That
Well,
was the prison ship.
But I'd have a feeling I know what it's gonna do now.
yeah, the fire ignites, the creature pulls itself to its feet, it loses movement from rising from prone, but it is now...
Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Leave, it's fine.
did you damage it this round, V? I don't think you did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh no, you
I shot
did,
magic
yeah.
missiles
Yeah,
at
you
it.
did magic missile, so...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I
Oh,
Oh,
Angry
no.
at me, is it?
No.
But like, look how much damage Kelariis just did. Surely
I
if
know.
it gets pissed at anything, it's pissed at her.
Yes, but it has a specific AI pattern that it has to follow.
Oh no.
Bullshit AI pattern.
Bullshit AI. Break the AI, it's fine.
Yeah. I was like, maybe we shouldn't be running the
Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3. Oh shit! Okay, nice.
Is it nice for us or nice for it? I feel like that
Nice
was
for
an
it.
It's nice for me. Okay, it flails at all of you. Kelariis take 5 slashing, even through your 20 AC.
The fuck?
God damn.
What a bastard.
Bullshit.
Vondal take 5 slashing, even through your 18 AC.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna get smacked in the fucking face.
And Arya, seeing you trying to shoot it with the bow, it chomps down on your shoulder for 11 piercing.
Oh, ow.
Ow.
And then it proceeds to get angry.
No.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it's gonna jump.
It moves away. Everybody who has a reaction gets an attack of opportunity, though.
Yay.
Oh,
That's
good.
all of us, yeah.
Warhammer.
Please smack this thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Just for sake of it, give me your damage rolls and then your 1d4s. Oh wait, no, yeah, it doesn't matter actually what order you do it in.
I also get a 1d6.
Oh yes, you do. You get an extra d6 of
Oh, look at that one.
regular
Fuck my
damage.
I got one as well. 3.
life.
The 1d4.
Oh, okay, hang
what's the
on.
value?
9.
Oh yeah, guys.
Just an extra
Hell yeah.
1 radiant damage.
Okay,
Crusade battle.
so actually, what is going to happen here is
Oh.
you like as it's like moving away, like you guys like all like swing at it, like
Like
pull an
crazy
arrow
people.
on it,
I'll
and
break his legs.
I'll say it probably gets like 10 feet away, and it goes down again.
Woohoo!
Fucker.
So
Okay,
that
that's
is
heavy.
that is another
Do not touch
5,
the plant child.
and it's back down to 0.
Also, get Lyra involved. Get Lyra doing that radiant damage.
Yeah, because Arya,
With her teeth.
Lyra does technically do radiant damage with things. So Arya, it is your turn.
Yeah. Radiant
Okay.
bite. Om nom nom.
So I'm gonna move there, move there. And then I guess I'm gonna drop my bow. My
I
poor
think
bow
you get
gets
pack
double.
tactics. Don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you get pack tactics. I don't know why I opened the token.
Oh, I also get +4
Advances.
damage to my rolls anyway.
Holy shit, yo.
Just
Yes, I have been factoring that
remember
in.
that. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna draw my scimitar.
Smack.
Cool.
So I get that, and then I get a whole bunch of other.
Whilst it's down,
Go
it's
for
not worth rolling the actual damage because you won't actually deal any damage. You just need the radiant.
Oh, well, there's the radiant. A whole
Okay.
one,
Constantly.
and then Lyra's gonna bite it.
Okay.
Shit.
Nice.
Ah, crit.
Unfortunately, yeah, it just does another 1d4 of stuff.
Hooray! 2 damage. We're getting there, boys.
It's already prone, so Lyra can't knock it. Oh no, it's not. It's a larger creature anyway, so it
Wouldn't you
can't.
get 2d4 because it's a crit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, because it only adds 1d4 to the
Damn it.
damage roll.
Damn it.
Yeah,
I
I don't think.
I
I,
like
don't
your
think it applies crits.
Yeah, Vondal.
I'm just gonna go around it. And of course, I have War Priest, so I can still hit it twice.
Yes, you can.
Oh yeah. Good old war priest.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do I have advantage?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Because it's
I
prone.
can roll 2d4.
He can roll 2d4.
Yeah, 3.
Nice.
Okay. V.
Okay, I'm going to cast Magic Missile again.
Give me a nature check.
Oh, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't. It won't do. I'm pretty sure a character realizes now from what's been happening.
Weapon attacks.
Fuck it, guys, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody beat it up.
Time for stick.
Pain
Let's
game.
beat it.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Beat
Okay.
it as well. It's got 5
Nice.
attacks and 5 people around it.
Oh yeah, it doesn't
That's
actually
not
matter.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. So give me the
Oh.
1d4.
1d4. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh shit,
Nice.
guys.
Congratulations, V. You
Fuck.
out-damaged everyone.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
With a
Kelariis.
With a stick.
Sorry, I was coughing.
I suppose I also
Okay.
could have used my bow.
You could have done, yes.
stick. Oh right, yeah. That's the
Oh.
thing that happens.
Would have actually been safe,
Alright.
but it's
Although
fine.
actually, I don't think you would have been in Crusader's Mantle range if you'd used the bow.
Yeah, you have
That's
to be within 30 feet.
Oh no, she would have been because you moved anyway. So
Yeah.
You just want the radiant damage, right?
I just want the radiant damage. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to.
Roll the heck out of those D4s.
Mhm.
I'm gonna smite first of all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a shitty smite.
Okay, well-
Ah.
I'm telling you now. That is enough to
My D4.
like you bring the blade down in one last like swing on its head, and like basically you feel like skull split underneath your
Yeah.
attack,
Nice.
and the flames that seem to be like coming out of its wounds and causing them to knit back together again seems to die.
Good.
And with that,
Congratulations, guys. We know how to kill the Chimera now.
Just fucking
Yes,
radiant
you-
the shit out of it.
Crusader's Mantle.
Hell yeah.
you find the defeated Geralian at your feet. A cursory examination reveals that yes, it is almost certainly another cursed monstrosity. And like as you take a look at it, you can see that it's quite clearly been sort of almost even like experimented on. Because like as you look over it, you see like several sort of like slash wounds and injuries that like some of which long should have been fatal. But there's also sections where like it's Arya, you recognize them like skinning cuts, like what you would do to skin a dead animal,
Mhm.
like done on the side of this beast, and there are scars from it, but it's clearly like it's just like completely regenerated it. But yeah, like some of these injuries seem almost like deliberate against this thing. But it now lies dead at your feet.
Good.
You know, as evil as it is, and like how as bad as it is, out of character, I feel kind of bad for it in the sense that it, you know, it had cuts and wounds and shit that were just healing nonstop.
Well,
Out of character.
it's clear to you now that this thing, from looking at it, like this basically was like the once proud like beast that this was hasn't existed for a long time. Like this thing is like a pawn, a tool. You have liberated it, if anything.
I assume the black mist is sort of still here. Are we sort of at the source of it?
No. The black mist seems to come from like possibly a point further on in the forest. Like by now, it's sort of like maybe like slightly. It's probably like knee deep on Vondal, so it's not that high on most of you. But it seems to come from a point deeper in the forest, but the creature is not the cause of it, it just seems to prey in it.
Should we go further in?
I feel like that'd be a bad idea.
From what Buck told you, it seems that the fog originates from blighted locations, so you don't really have a way to deal with it, even if you went there.
I feel like we should call that a day for our reckless heroics.
It wasn't that reckless, I guess.
Walking headlong into a place where we can barely see in expectations of, well, finding just whatever might be there.
Your visibility is fine. It's not like the fog isn't enough to affect your visibility. It's like a ground fog.
Regardless, walking just off into the forests where there could be God knows what.
I mean, don't we, in a sense, do that every day?
Yes,
Not
but
every day, but most days.
Most days.
most days, but you know, a lot of the time as well, we kind of have to do that. We didn't this time.
But again, it's better than leaving it here and letting it assault some poor passerby.
I suppose.
Yeah, we should probably continue heading towards the Druid Circle.
Yeah.
Before you leave, Arya, do you want to give me a very quick nature check as you've sort of looked over this thing? No, okay, cool.
Nope. No,
Nope, never mind.
I don't know anything. What
You
the
just-
fuck is going on?
You're just looking at this thing like, God damn, I'm glad this thing is dead.
God damn, you're ugly.
I really want to know what that nature.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
But did it bleed?
That's
Well,
good.
yes.
question.
Well, it bled fire.
It bled fire. Yeah.
Mm.
Cool.
Anyway, let's move on.
Back on the road.
Back on the horse.
Yeah, well, literally back on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
On the back of the horse.
God.
Ah,
We haven't done this one in a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
You may move your two more tiles. You find yourselves.
It's the big tree.
It's the large tree, the abnormally
remember
large
you.
tree.
I remember the tree.
I remember the tree.
I
The size was
remember
amazing.
from days gone past.
That's what you said.
Oh my god.
That's what she said.
You're not quite that
Wow.
far. You're there. You're directly on top of it. Yeah, and basically, as sort of night rolls in, you find yourselves under the boughs of the giant tree.
I love this.
Tree friend.
Okay, so presumably you set up camp.
Sleeping with Crystal.
I guess I will. It's been a while.
Okay, give me a check.
Don't forget rations.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, remember to deduct your rations and for the horse.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
First time we failed one of these in a while.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That
I
means
don't
I
get
get to
affected
take
by
another
it.
box in Second Age Bingo.
Yep.
Hey!
Oh.
Well, in fact, actually, this is going to be interesting because once again, Arya, during your rest, you find yourself in one of these
Waking
peculiar
dream.
waking meditation dreams. Let's stop the Wild Forest
Yeah,
Trails
we don't want
music.
happy music anymore.
You know, it's too happy.
And yes, as you find yourself in one of these strange dreams, I'd also like you to make me a perception check. Okay. As you are in this dream, once again you get the strange sensation of being sort of like in a bubble, separated from everything that is happening, and you feel the same presence from sort of like somewhere behind your ear that San is there, but you can't. Again, you can't sort of see her or anything. She doesn't, unlike previous times, she doesn't say anything. It's just sort of become commonplace now that you just sort of like, oh, here we are again. And basically the vision in front of you is basically like a landscape of monstrosities, arrayed almost like an army, if an army were a motley collection of monsters of varying sizes and appearances, from everything from a cockatrice to the chimera. And you're watching these from a distance, as the figure that you've come to know as the figure of Nella in his skull mask is sort of patrolling up and down and seems to be giving some sort of speech, but it's too far away that your senses are muffling what he's saying. And like, were you not aware that this was a dream, you would be incredibly sort of like intimidated by. He's got legions of these things at his command, but you're sort of aware of this is just an illusion. Like this is meant to scare me. I shouldn't be concerned by any of it. When your attention is suddenly caught by something that moves in the corner of your eye, almost like you swear for a moment it was like the flickering of wings, but then when you turn and look, there's nothing there.
Okay. That's weird.
You sort of you settle back into sort of this vision, and again, like it, like sort of the monsters all sort of like disperse and like march off towards like giant. They're like almost like wrens in the sky that they seem to like disappear into. But like as you're watching this, you're again distracted by you swear you can hear it, like a small voice, almost like a child's voice, is whispering something behind you.
Can I try to make out what it's saying?
But as soon as you focus on it, it disappears.
Okay. It's very helpful vision. Thanks for that.
Give me maybe an insight check. Okay. You get the feeling that these things that you're seeing that are out of place in the vision aren't in the vision.
Okay.
It might be that you're faintly aware of them whilst you're awake.
Okay.
What do you do?
I wake up.
Okay. You wake up. Give me a perception check. Okay. You look around, but you can't see any signs of these things.
Hmm. Well, I don't really know if I can't. Is Lyra doing anything strange?
Lyra is fast asleep.
Okay.
Lyra sleeps, unlike you.
Well, yeah, she's like in that form. She's mortal, so.
Yes.
Well, I don't. So I guess I'll just go back to meditating.
Okay. You go back to meditating. Nothing else seems to happen for the rest of the evening. Rest of the night. In the morning, you awake. V, can you give me a perception check?
Okay.
Okay. As you get up, you notice that the straps on your backpack are undone.
That's rude. Did I do that last night or something?
Not that you remember.
I guess I just sort of like do them, I guess. Again.
Okay.
I mean, nothing bad, it's just weird.
Yeah, okay. I am definitely not going to change something in your character sheet.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you move on.
What do you mean, like my backpack was open?
Yeah, like the backpack is undone, and like it's like as if somebody has been in it. Somebody's opened it to get
Check
something.
its contents real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you retcon that.
Well, okay, I don't know.
Do you feel like it's something your character would do?
You know what? Never mind. I'll just
Okay.
leave it. B's
Okay.
just gonna pick the backpack up.
Okay. Okay, you move on.
What the fuck just happened?
I believe someone stole.
Not necessarily.
But quick, all in favour of quickly stopping off at New Maple Leaf just because reasons.
Quickly stopping off.
So
Yeah,
It's like totally out of your way.
I'm fucking kidding.
If only.
Yeah.
Y'all just want to see Arya score.
I mean,
no.
not at all.
No.
Yeah, why would you
Not at
think
all.
that?
No.
To be fair, Indy was very nice. We don't
Right.
necessarily, like legit, Indy was very nice.
Quick, someone make fanfic of it.
She was very nice.
Wow.
Someone make fanfic.
I see you changing shit in my character.
Shush! Don't look.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake.
Hey, are we gonna just keep going, or do we want to actually just stop an early night at the tavern place?
Oh, right.
Like, that was a legit question.
I
Discuss,
don't care
I
either
guess.
way.
I mean, I don't mind just sleeping sort of in the wild.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
might as well
yeah.
just keep
I don't
going.
either.
It was just a
Cool.
thought.
You pass by the tavern house.
Wasn't it like super overpriced last time anyway?
I think so.
That was because I fucked up. But
oh, bro.
Oh,
that was because that was back before I realised that I was overcharging you guys for like food and stuff. I was like, oh shit.
God, they're like so overpriced in there. Like, oh my god.
Oh,
Okay, so
the pillars weren't even flopped.
oh my god.
you take another.
There
Oh,
was
wait,
a cute
hang on.
fox, though.
Was there? Oh, is that the
Yeah.
fox?
Yes.
What's the fox place?
No one's whispers.
I'm only a little biased, but that's fine.
Just a little bit. Anytime
Okay,
there's any kind of timeline involved.
Yeah,
Accurate.
your day passes without incident.
Yay.
Make me a check and deduct your rations.
I think it's Vondal's turn, isn't it?
Cracking.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, nothing happens.
Oh,
Next
what?
day.
Okay. I just saw what Rob actually changed in the
Okay.
thing.
I
Alright.
want to know what this is after
I
the
know,
session.
same.
If I reach into my backpack, would I notice?
Yeah,
To get
let's
the
say
rations?
give me a perception check when you reach inside for your rations. Okay. You notice that a small number of your shiny rocks and things that you previously used in currency exchanges are missing.
Wait, someone's fucking stole the bunny?
No.
Inside your backpack now, however, are three oddly 3 odd shells. Each of them different shaped, and all of them that seem to be a pearlescent rainbow of colours.
What?
I mean, they're pretty.
Shiny rocks can be
care about
exchanged for
money.
goods and services.
Yeah.
And pretty
So,
shells.
somebody has taken some of the pretty things from your backpack and put some different pretty things in there.
I like the new pretty things.
That's
Oh my
really
God.
fucking
That's
weird.
That
I'm slightly confused, but I'm okay with this.
That is so weird. What the actual fuck?
I have 3 odd seashells, everyone.
She
Shells.
sells seashells by the seashore.
Sure.
Lovely.
Do you vocalize this to your companions still?
I show them the seashells because they're beautiful.
Okay.
Amazing.
Look, I just found these in my backpack and I don't really know where they went. And I'm also missing some money, but I don't really care because these are pretty.
Well, it's not money, it's just things that you were using to trade.
Well. Yes.
Shiny rocks.
Where did you get those from?
Mm-hmm.
Especially because you're nowhere near the
My
sea.
backpack was open this morning, but didn't remember opening it or leaving it open. But look pretty.
That's kind of concerning.
Yeah, Vondal just looks sort of really suspicious. And like generally concerned.
I'm just curious as to how they got here.
I'm grabbing like a tiny bit of cloth and I'm sort of like rubbing over them, making them all shiny.
Yeah.
Oh.
They
Yeah, that's
they seem to sort of gleam, sort of like no matter what angle you look at them.
But I want to make him even gleamier.
I mean,
They look like shells I've
You-
seen before.
you try your best, but they don't seem to get any shinier. They seem to be as shiny as humanly possible.
I'm still very proud of myself.
Kelariis, they look like shells you've seen before, but they also look like nothing you've ever seen before. In that, like, basically, they are literally pearlescent. They are like
Shit.
almost like a platinum like effect.
Interesting.
So pretty.
They are
I'm
beautiful
gonna put
shells.
them like right next to like my little wooden carving thing.
In fact, actually, probably Kelariis, they remind you of descriptions you've heard of when people describe the scales of Bahamut.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're clearly not.
Holy
They're
crap.
clearly not scales. They're clearly seashells.
Okay.
They just have the
Right.
same pearlescent effect.
Shit,
That's
yo.
badass.
Those are the
Imagine
most
if a
beautiful
fairy
things
just
I've ever
dropped scales into V's backpack.
seen, Right?
Yeah, I put them next to all of my other collection of pretty things.
Give me a nature check, Arya.
Also, I've never
Okay.
been to the sea. I don't even know what seashells are.
Oh,
You have to spend 10 minutes having seashells explained to you by Kelariis.
Yeah, I was like, I will explain them all to you, don't worry.
Yeah.
God.
They are tiny sea creature houses.
But where are the creatures now?
They moved to different homes.
Could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere.
So someone just gave me their old home.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
likely that the creatures themselves didn't do it, considering we're not anywhere near the ocean. But...
Also, Arya, you have literally no idea.
Great.
We're near a river.
Can I take V doesn't get a basic thing for not knowing what she sells?
Yep.
Fuck, I hate that
Yes, yes, you can.
Seashells.
yeah, that definitely counts.
word. She sells.
Sea cells.
Seashells.
Seagulls.
She sells, she still sells, she sells.
Cool. Yeah. Next day, you guys can move on.
Arya, move the party.
No, we just
I
stay
know.
here forever.
Calm down.
Again, other than encountering perhaps some travelers on the road, the day passes without incident.
Cool. I'm enjoying this without incidentness.
Yes.
Yeah.
No black smoke or anything. Or mist.
No. Cool. Checks.
Nothing bad will ever happen.
I think it's back up to Kelariis.
Oh yeah, and remove rations, of
yes.
course.
I will do it. Let me mark off rations first before I forget. Wisdom check. Save. shit.
Oh dear.
It's
Okay.
fine.
That is with your +3, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, I did them automatically.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Sorry to stop it so suddenly.
I love the music.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You're not actually sorry.
You have a weird dream about seashells.
Okay.
Amazing.
A woman who sells seashells by the seashore.
Would you like to follow me into a different room very briefly?
Oh god.
No.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. So, as you fall asleep, you are visited by a peculiar vision. You visualize yourself basically being you're back home at your family home, standing outside basically the front door to your family home. What do you do?
Does it all look normal?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. It's night and all the lights are on in the house, but as you look up, you realize there is no moon or stars.
That's really weird. Okay. I guess I'll knock on the door
Okay.
first.
You knock on the door, and the door opens, and to your abject horror, the person that opens the door is a horrifically decayed ghoul. And he says, in a perfect mimicry of your father's voice, "Kelariis, welcome home."
Where's my family?
He opens the door and shows you even more ghouls and says, "They're all here to greet you."
That's not right. That's not okay. That's bad. What did you do to them? Where are they?
They all exchanged confused-looking glances at each other and said, "There's nothing wrong." This is how things are supposed to be.
No, that's not. Do I have my weapons with me at all? This is weird. This is freaking me out.
You pat yourself down, and no, you are not carrying any weapons.
Oh. And they haven't made, like, any... Oh, I don't like this. This is really weird. I need you to tell me where my family is, because you are not them.
The ghoul that opens the door extends a hand out towards you and says, "Are you feeling okay?"
I don't know.
Sort of, it says, "Come inside. We'll get you some food."
If I... God, I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna let this ghoul touch me at all, but I'm going to step in because I don't know what else to do.
You avoid him while you step inside. He pulls out a chair with at the table with the rest of them, offers you to sit down, and walks over to a large pot that is boiling on the stove, and proceeds to spoon something into a bowl.
just like something.
Yeah, you can't see what it is from the
Okay.
angle that you're looking. Like everyone at the table sort of like seems to like be regarding you with a peculiar look, but someone in the perfect mimicry of one of your family members says, "I'm glad you could make it in time for food."
I mean, it was really weird because there's no moon out and there's no stars, but
They seem to sort of look at each other and go, "Well, that's pretty normal for this time of year."
is it?
Not as far as you know.
Okay, just making sure.
Like as this conversation finishes, the father ghoul walks up to you and hands you the bowl and says, "Here you go, Kelariis. Eat well." And he hands you a bowl of eyeballs and tongues.
Of course he does. I'm not gonna touch that
Yep.
because no, I just I ate on the road, thanks.
Come now, Kelariis. You know it's rude not to accept food from your hosts.
I don't think you are the host you think you are to me. You're not my family, but you're here. And this... nothing is right.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
You try to stand up from the table, but you are like rooted to the spot, and you feel several of the ghouls stand up, walk towards you, place your hands on your shoulder, and say, "Come, eat." And they proceed to begin to force feed you this bowl. At which point you wake up screaming.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh,
They're
Okay.
back.
stop dying.
At probably about 5 o'clock in the morning, Kelariis wakes up screaming.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Arya's gonna jump up and be like, "What? What's going on?"
yeah, I'm gonna jump up to
5
it.
o'clock,
Okay.
5 o'clock in
Run
the
over to
morning.
Kelariis.
Well, Arya's probably awake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still surprised, though.
Everyone's now bolt up,
Yeah.
right? And just,
Everyone is now very much awake and aware.
yeah.
Is everything okay? I mean,
No. No.
clearly not!
I mean, yeah, I was like, no, it's really not.
Look, it's just a question out of politeness.
Not understand out of character. Kelariis doesn't. No, don't do that. It's not right.
Wait, is she still asleep?
No. Oh, I don't know. Am I still? No, I'm
No, you're not. You're just babbling to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I hug Kelariis?
Yeah, place a hand on her shoulder.
Wrong move.
No, I want a full-on like hug.
you
No hand on shoulder.
you move in for a hug. Vondal places a hand on your shoulder, which produces an intense flinch from Kelariis.
Mm.
Don't
Okay,
touch.
hand off the shoulder.
Don't touch. Get away. I don't.
Clarence, what's wrong?
A lot of things.
I'll start from the
Everything.
beginning.
It's nothing is right.
Start from the beginning.
I don't.
Kelariis, it was just a dream.
It didn't feel like it.
Clarence, look at me. Just start from the beginning.
Look, she doesn't
through this
have to talk
together.
about it if she doesn't want to.
Everyone, give me a perception check. Without not Kelariis for that matter, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
Good
bollocks.
job.
Okay.
Nice one, doll.
You notice in her sleep, Kelariis has clearly grabbed hold of the Wraithglass dagger and is still clutching it.
Oh.
And I slowly pry it from her hand. Oh, well, I'm gonna be like, Kelariis, I'm gonna take the dagger from you, okay?
Give me a persuasion check. Kelariis, do you want to voluntarily resist this?
I mean, I trust V and I trust my friends, but she's still kind of. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, okay. We'll do it against passive. So yeah, that's a success. Yeah, like sort of you very sort of slowly tease it away, and the fear that you have, Kelariis, is somewhat lessened, but the sort of the idea is still fresh in your mind. You're now like slightly less afraid.
I'm gonna put the Rave Shard in my bag, and I'm just sort of gonna say, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I was back home at the coast, and I thought I was going to see my family, and it wasn't them. They were all ghouls, and it was just wrong, and they tried to tell me that it was them, but it wasn't. And I went inside because I didn't know what else to do, and they fed me because, that's what your family does when you come home, and it wasn't right, it was wrong, and I didn't want any of that. I don't know what it means. I don't know what any of that means. And
If your family is anything like you, then I'm sure they're super strong and they wouldn't turn into ghouls ever.
it's just wrong.
We know the race shard distorts. I wouldn't think too deeply on it. It's trying to make you afraid.
Well, I guess it did its job then tonight.
Vondal sort of like offer a hand to Kelariis, just like, and just say, "Oh, should we go for a walk? Maybe have a little calm down."
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You rise to your feet, and on that we'll take a brief break because I realise we've been going for ages and my throat is starting to get a bit dry.